evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olajide. I'm all the way from Lagos to New York City, and I'm here to introduce my brother, Dr. Njakiri Damages.
So welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York.
Yes. New York City is so great that 1,500 people died last year from drug overdose.
Oh, too much.
1,500. Now that is 3 times more than the number of people we kill every year from gunshot wounds. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Watch.
At least 91 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose. Drug overdoses now kill more people than guns or car accidents.
The opioid crisis is an emergency.
Opioid addiction is reaching epidemic levels.
I know what you are thinking. You are thinking why some people do not have enough drugs to go around. Some are taking overdose. You know, it's not getting. I don't get it. That's not exactly what's happening. But we'll let that slide. You know. Talking about overdose. Yeah. Very soon we are going to have an overdose of President Donald Trump. Oh yeah. No. I'm not talking about the Mueller event reports. No, not that one. No, not that one. But do you know that he's Sonny? Stormy Daniels. Yeah, he's a porn star. Wrote a tell-all book. Tell-all, and she told everything.
Including the size of
in a part of the book that just leaked to the media, the porn star gave a vivid description of Donald Trump's manhood. Hey! No. If that is not an overdose of information, in fact, an extreme case of an overdose of information, I don't know what else to call it. Are you worried about that? According to Stormy Daniels, Donald Trump's skinny and that much. No. She did not compare it to a mustard seed. No. This is her exact word. Her exact word is, it earned something to write home about. She wrote that it was so insignificant that she couldn't even tell her girlfriends the day after. And when a woman did not tell, it must be very bad. If after the fact they didn't tell the girlfriend. Now, my question is this: so why did she write it in the book if it's something that is not what is it called? Nothing to write on about? Why did she write it in the book? Enemies of progress. All these people who want Donald Trump to go down, he's not going down. He's not going down.
But he's not coming up.
That's a good one. This one is a good one. Well, but they start coming up. It's coming somewhere. What? Now, talking of greed, another form of overdose. The son of the president of Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Obiang. No, the guy was detained in Brazil because he came in with a wristwatch worth $12 million and $1.2 million in cash. I mean, isn't that what's surprising? 1.2 million. I know. Brazil prohibits people from entering their country with anything more than $2,000 in cash. You can't do that. But this man, the son of the president, he's not an ordinary person now. The guy is not an ordinary person now. But the Brazilian people, they don't understand that. They don't get it. They don't get it. He is the vice president of his father's country. Yes. Did you get what I just said? He was in Brazil for medical treatment. Wow. I know that you want to know the mission, the kind of treatment he was receiving. Rumor has it that his thing does not work anymore. and not even Viagra could help. Viagra, So it's a serious issue. The president's son chose Brazil because last year a French court found him guilty for embezzlement and money laundering. What? Yeah. He received a 3-year suspended sentence. In the judgment against him, they took his 101 room mansion in Paris. Wow. And a dozen of the most expensive cars in the world. They took it. That's what the French did to him. Can you imagine that? So now, for those who do not know, suspended sentence is different from the kind of sentence that Nigeria's former vice president Abubakar Atiku is suffering from. Atiku's own is called Uber sentence. Uber sentence. A sentence that is imposed on someone without any official guilty verdict in the court of law. That's Uber sentence. You know the way Uber is saying it's not a taxi, but it's still a taxi. You know what I mean? Now, like Nigeria's former vice president, Abubakar Atiku, who the Americans, slammed the door on his face. Once France slammed the door on the face of the president, the son of the president of Equatorial Guinea, the guy now went to Brazil as his playground. He goes there to play. In 2014, this same guy used $30 million of his country's money to pay for Michael Jackson's gloves and some choice properties in California and a private jet. Just like Atiku, authorities in the United States frowned at that action. So the US is no longer his playground. He can't come here anymore to play. Now, mind you, Equatorial Guinea cannot provide safe drinking water.
Are you serious?
For half of its citizens. No, they cannot. Despite this oil boom, half of the school children there that enter the primary school, they will never graduate. Now, most importantly, the man's father, the president, just spent millions of dollars building the best, what he called the best hospital in Central Africa.
What?
Yeah, in Equatorial Guinea.
Is this true?
Guess what? It's still not good enough for the son. It's the best in Central Africa, but it's not good enough for the son to deal with something as small as the thing not getting up. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I think? We should stop hoping that the long arm of the law, is that what they call it, will catch these people. I don't think that will happen. It's impossible now. I think we should try the African style of justice. Don't you think about that? We should try. Here is an example of that action in action. In Uganda, a man stole mattress, a brand new mattress. He just stole it. He was not arrested by the police. He was not taken in front of a judge. No. He got punished immediately when a big snake attacked the man. The snake rolled itself round the neck of the man, and the man could not run away. Look at the picture now. I'm not making up. Look at the picture.
I will not steal my tracks.
Can you imagine if we station these kind of snakes at Nigerian airports? You know all the airports in Africa. Any thief that wants to leave the country, we have the snake attack, and they roll around their neck, his or her neck. Think about it. If we had deployed this weapon, the Zian Alice in Madeke would today be at Nnamdi Azikiwe airport waiting for us to arrest her. If we deployed the snakes, will have overtaken Bola Tinubu's airplane. By now, it will be everywhere. Even Mortala Nyako. Whatever happened to that man and his EFCC case? Do you know anything about him, man? Anyway, Mortala Nyako will have been stuck in his mango farm somewhere, waiting for us to come and arrest him. We need this kind of action, don't you think so? This Yoruba kind of law, it doesn't work. Anyway, the Ugandan incident happened at the they call the place Kejonjo district of Western Uganda. It was a suspect who raised alarm, and people gathered. Look at the guy. The village people called a native doctor who helped to remove the snake from the neck of the suspect. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Simple. You don't need all these lawyers and judges, and things are taken care of easily. This could give native doctors government job that will pay them pension and gratuity. Don't you think that we should send this to the Take It Back people? They should announce it next week as the next policy. You know what I mean? Next policy. Also in Uganda, musician turned politician Bobby Wine. You know Bobby Wine? He returned from the United States where he had gone for medical treatment. He was here. Following that torture by the security agencies. No. He came to DC. The man was not playing. He did not use the treatment as an excuse to do what Two-Face did to Nigerians. You know what I mean? He didn't say, let me just use that and disappear. No, he went back. Bobby Wine got to America, did what he had to do, and returned to Uganda where the fight is really going on. That's where the fight is. If you're abroad and you're talking nonsense like keeping it real and Dr. Damages, the real fight is when you are at the scene. That's what it is. Museveni is scared now. Museveni's police force warned Bobby Wine that only his family members will be allowed into the airport to welcome him. Can you imagine that? Even Shore gets a lot of people to come and welcome him. Why will Can you imagine that? But Ugandans defied the police and they trooped out to welcome Bobby Wine. You know, I tell you what, Museveni has his job cut out for him because this Bobby Wine is not playing. He's not playing. Now we shall keep you posted on the developments. Meanwhile, talking of a story that we have been following all these months, you know, the Chinese influence in Africa. Now there are reports that Chinese government that they've been bribing media houses in Africa not to publish bad news about China's activities in Africa. No, they can't get to Dr. Damage. So they can give everybody one. They can reach us. But it continues to leak. Did you hear that in Zambia, China has taken over the country's power company because they defaulted in their loan. They took it over. The same thing with their national broadcasting corporation, their TV. China took it over. Yeah. In our own eyes, a new colonial power is in Africa, and it's gradually taking over Africa inch by inch. You know what I mean? Just to show you how vicious the Chinese are. In Uganda, 2 Chinese businessmen attacked a minister, Ugandan minister, for collecting bribe from them but failing to deliver. on what the Chinese wanted. No. They physically look at the video now. You see, the Chinese are not just coming. They are here. They're here. Here is a video of how Chinese are coming into Africa. Now, let me warn you. This video, you will see Africans, but just imagine. Look at the video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. See. Let me tell you. Forget about the fact that these are Africans coming out from one car. You know, like 50 of them. This is exactly how Chinese are coming out in Africa. You know, you give them one visa, that will bring in 2 dozen Chinese citizens. You know that? Because Africans don't know. You don't know the difference. You see one Chinese, nobody knows. No, they come in anyhow. Now, there is a new colonial master in Africa, and Africans are busy dancing and celebrating their independence, like this one. Like this one's. Now, this colonial power, it's not like the last one, you know, the British or the Americans or the no. These ones, they send in their port to sell corn on African streets. Look at them. They mine illegal. They have illegal mines in Ghana. Look at them. And they have our law enforcement people bend over to serve them. Look at it. Oh yeah, look, I'm just telling you. This is something very new. I don't know if Africa is equipped to deal with this. You know, they're not even afraid of mosquitoes. Now, to make matters worse, a few Africans who made it to China are mistreated and discriminated against. You know, some hotels in China will not let an African in, even if you have the money to pay. Chinese police constantly they harass Africans who have small businesses. It's happening. No, they wrote me. They told me. Meanwhile, in Nigeria and Angola, Chinese manufacturers are not just sending in their inferior goods. They are sending in their own salesperson to now compete, open stores and compete with Africans who are selling China products. Can you imagine that? And you know they don't pay for the duties when they import things. They just bribe officials in Africa and they get in. So this is my question, Africans, who did this to us? Who did this to us?
I wonder.
We're gone. We're finished. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, we are preparing for the 2019 election. February, yeah. You will have thought that by now the presidential candidates will be having debates on issues like this, China in Africa. No. There's not such plans. They are busy visiting kingmakers, looking for their blessings. You know where I'm going. They are busy visiting kingmakers, begging for their blessings. Like this one and this one. And this one. Even Take It Back movement went to see the Oni of Ife. It did not end well. After waiting for 3 hours, someone used the tear gas to disperse the movement. Can you imagine that? A whole movement. No. What? It didn't happen? Not that way. Okay. Watch the video now. According to Oni's historian, Awofi Richard, you know the guy, he said that Showore could have been turned into a goat for, you know why are you laughing now? For desecrating the Oni stool. Why are you laughing? This is, I'm telling you, the historian. Oh, they're disappointing me, people here. Showore could have been turned into a goat for desecration of Oni's stool by his refusal to do what? Prostrate.
Hey!
You know, no. Now. The man said that if you were when Juju at the palace was still potent, no, that Showore would have been taken out of the palace as a goat. I say nonsense. I say nonsense. This is my take. The palace actually tried to turn Showore into a goat, but that thing around his neck screamed. They let him scream. He was screaming. Up, pass up, pass up, pass. That was what saved him. That was what saved him. That was what saved him. Nothing. Anyway. Anyway, what did he would have been a girl by now. Anyway, what did President Buhari accomplish this last week? Do anybody know? He replaced the acting DSS director with a permanent one. Did you notice that? Yeah. Despite the cries that Northerners were dominating the security apparatus. Yeah. He brought another Northerner to replace someone from Niger Delta. He did that. He did that. You see, this is what I think. He's stubborn. Yeah. He didn't care that he was replacing this man when the Biafrans were having their annual sit at home, or what do they call it? Offensala. I heard that the economy was so bad that nobody could afford Offensala, so they just made do with cocoyam, roasted cocoyam, but it's all the same thing, you know what I mean? Just when the expected complaints about the DSS appointment started to pour in, you know what Buhari did? He regained his balls, he lost his balls, and he mustered the courage to ask Auntie Kemi Adeosun, the Nigeria's Minister for Finance, to turn in her resignation letter. Oh yeah, Auntie Kemi is gone. No, she's gone. Not just gone from her position as minister. She dropped her resignation letter and quickly left Nigeria and returned to her country of origin. On her way out, she said that she was tired of living in a country where forgery is not corruption. It pained me. It pained me that such a smart, beautiful woman ended her career like this. Unlike Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, I don't see Google or Twitter inviting Auntie Kemi to join their board. It won't happen anytime soon. It won't happen anytime. Let that be a lesson to all you kids. No matter the situation, do not use the first part of your life to destroy the last. One with the camera. Sasha. Tweet that out. And one more thing about beware of trusted friends. Auntie Kemi blamed her problems on trusted friends who got her the fake NYSC exam certificate. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that the same excuse that people who are caught with hard drugs give? Yeah. They all say that it was trusted friend that gave it to me. Wasn't that? This is the same. Yeah. Does that stop the Thailand government from executing them after? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to IG of police moving ahead with the arrest of Kemi. Okay. Don't make me laugh. Now that Auntie Kemi is gone, And I think the next person who should go is Professor Isa Saget. You know that guy? He should take what remains of his faculty to his village on a permanent retirement. Don't you think so? Nonsense. Nonsense. Nothing is there anymore. Meanwhile, the corruption-fighting government has moved on from anti-chemistry issue. They moved on. They don't care anymore. Buhari was seen in Osun State campaigning for his party to win the governorship election there. Were you there? Oh yeah. He was there. On the other side of the campaign was the video. You know the video? Yep, you had me right. The video. He cut short his NYSC US tour to go home and campaign for his uncle. No, he cut it short. He cut it short. He had to do it. He cut back his NYSC US tour to go and campaign for his uncle Adeleke. Remember him? The dancing senator. Take a that's the uncle that has a fake university degree. Okay, not just university degree. We understand now, this is opening, breaking news, that his WAEC get careless too. There is the 1981 WAEC that he failed, and then the 2017 WAEC that someone took for him. News report had it that the police wanted to pick the man up, and no, they just wanted to pick him up and give him sample WAEC questions to answer. No, they just we believe you got this. More importantly, for Osun people, Adeleke, the man who wants to be governor, did not debate with the candidates for governorship. He didn't debate. He said he was stuck in traffic. I said, go and tell that to Linda Kid. Now, according to APC, the man was dancing while the debate was going on. No, he was dancing while the debate was going on. Okay, watch. You see, all these things still did not matter. He lost. This is something we call secrets of picture. It's based on the premise that a picture is worth more than 1,000. Now, the picture you're looking at is the picture of Rotimi Amaechi and the former head of state Abdul Salami Abubakar. You know them? Look at them in a jolly good mood. Did you see South, North, Central divide? No. Did you see Ikwere Hausa divide? Did you see Christian Muslim divide? No, not of course. The chopping class are unified by one thing alone: the color of the naira. The color of the naira. Think about it. The color of the naira. Here are some stories making headline news across Nigerian newspapers this week. A container load of newly printed Liberian banknotes worth $60 million has gone missing.
Hey, Africa!
$60 million gone missing.
George, where is the money?
George Ware said he's on the case. He said he used to miss penalties, but not this case. In this case, he vowed that he would find the missing money. Now, the first thing he did was to ban several officials from traveling abroad. Unfortunately, Kemi has gone before this because the man could have kept Kemi at home. You know what I mean? Kemi, he could have kept our Kemi alone. Oh, this is good. Italian far right interior minister, you know the guy? Yes, I know. Matteo Salvini. Salvini, yeah, is that not a mob name? He said that African migrants are slaves. What? Oh yeah, he said it. No. And that pissed off the African Union. You know why they're pissed off? The man forgot to add self-made slaves. Unlike the 400-year slavery that happened when they were forced, Africans were forced out.
The people come with lottery, right?
This one, they go on their own. They go through the desert, go through the sea to be slaves in Italy. I don't see why that's a problem. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I don't.
I mean, this one here is a slave. I mean, he's needed in his village, but he's here.
I know.
Washing toilets. But it's okay, it's okay. We don't care what job you do. As long as you feed yourself and your family. That's it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, this is good. Number 3. This is for you. This is for you. A lawyer writes Governor Ayo Fayose, and demands 600 million naira in unpaid legal fees.
What?
Oh yeah. The man is not serious. That lawyer is not serious. At this dying minute, when Ayo Fayose is collecting all the money, packaging everything for the road trip, you know, the man wants to cut him short. Yes. Does he know how much it costs to smuggle people now? Yes. From Libya to Mediterranean? Yes. And Fayose had to, especially important refugees like Ayo Fayose. This lawyer is not serious. The man is collecting money, putting in a supplementary budget to get money to make the trip, you know, to get out. This lawyer is trying to. Okay, this one. Oh, this one. I predicted this one. Nigeria Air. Federal government suspends national air carrier project. Wow. Air carrier project. Oh yeah, suspended. This is my question. The $75,000 that they paid for the domain name, are they going to get it back?
I don't know.
Now, the money that minister, what's his name? That minister of state has been traveling all over the world, spending money. Are they going to get it back? What did P2B say? P2B said that when the premise of an argument is wrong, the conclusion is also wrong. From the beginning, the whole premise of the Nigerian air thing is wrong. See the conclusion. See the headline. Nonsense. This one I got. This one will make it. You're from Imo State. You're from Imo State. Listen to this. I don't know if rainfall in Imo State is acidic. No. This is the governor of Imo State saying, I don't know if the rainfall in Imo State is acidic. It has destroyed all roads. That's the barbarism. You know. I will pause for you to think about it. He used inferior materials to construct roads, and he's surprised that they are done. They are gone. He's blaming it on the rain. Blame it on the rain. Blame it on the sun. Whatever you do, don't blame it. Who taught you how to sing? You got the gist. Who did this? Who did this to us? You know, how did this man become governor of a state?
I don't know.
Nonsense. It's time for your email. It's time for your email. Wow, I take a break. Welcome back.
Hi, doctor.
No uniform. You see, listen. When you don't wear uniform, at least when you see me, you try to make me happy by calling me that my new title. What's that title again?
Dr. Okurahan.
One, you have to put one. Okay. One of Nigeria and New York.
Yes.
Plus New York.
Yes.
At least say that so that I will forgive and forget that you are not wearing uniform.
I apologize.
Okay.
Dr. Okurahan of Nigeria and New York.
I feel good. I feel good.
Are you okay now?
I feel good.
Okay.
All right. Do we have emails today?
Every day, doctor.
Okay, let's hear them, please.
Okay, so our first email is from Emeka Chigozie.
Your friend.
From Houston, Texas.
Oh, over there, you know. Yeah, that's our friend.
Do you have family there?
I'm not having a hurricane.
Yeah, no hurricane. Yeah, over there.
That's an expensive joke.
What does he want?
Dear Dr. Damages.
Yes.
How are you and our crew members doing?
Oh, they're here. I see the announcement.
Thank you.
Once again, I honestly appreciate what you guys do.
We try.
Now, talking about China lending money to African countries. China is gradually buying Africa.
That's what I said.
Our leaders borrow all this money without explaining what they did.
Good point.
With the ones they borrowed, or how they intend to pay back the loans.
Is that not what I said?
Now, why is Nigeria borrowing more and more money? What happened to our oil money? What about money recovered from our looters? No one is talking about this anymore. When will our African leaders learn?
Is that not what I said? See. Abacha's money came back. 300
million.
They gave it out to ghost workers. Who did they give money to? Did their people get the money?
Oh, sure.
We don't know who got the money. I mean, why they are going out there to borrow more money? I mean, this is crazy. And nobody's talking about it. This political, what is your man? What is your man doing? Talking about
taking back Nigeria.
Next.
Our second email is from Adegboyega from Chicago.
Yeah, that's our friend. That's our friend. Yeah. Yes.
And he writes,
Yes.
Hello, doctor. How are you doing?
See, good guy.
How are you doing?
That's my friend. You're good. He's sitting now.
I started watching your program last year, and I must say that it's so lovely and incredible.
Wow. This is good.
I want to say that this your new nurse is beautiful.
Now,
Just so you know, the no uniform
that's why we're reading it. I was thinking, why do we go from Houston to Chicago? You know, Houston to Chicago when we have people writing from China. Okay. You see why?
You see, no uniform.
Go ahead.
She's doing a great job.
Thank you.
Please, I'd like to talk to you about Tinubu and Ambode. What do you think about the new guy that Tinubu is bringing into the political circle? Do you think Godfatherism is helping us in Africa?
You see, there's something funny that I saw. This Tinubu, I didn't understand the whole thing until the book launch of what's his name? Yeah. You see did you see when Ambode left his position on the line to go and stand beside? Okay, you know what? Put it on. Sasha, show them the video.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's it. The man is in trouble. He's gone. He's gone. He's finished. We're talking about this. Don't play with your godfather. You know, if you sign up on that paper, say you want a godfather, you obey the godfather.
You was ready to
obey the godfather. Next.
Okay. Our final email is from.
I'm just warming up. I'm just warming up. Okay, go ahead.
Our final email is from Mohammed Ali Deba.
Mohammed, we used to see a long time ago. To work in Shafi a long time ago. We used to long time ago. Yeah, what does he want?
And he writes,
yes.
Hey doctor.
Yes, my man.
It's been quite a while you heard from me.
I was saying that.
But I'm up to date with your show.
Oh, good guy. You see, I have friends.
I need you to perform 2 diagnoses today.
Okay.
Number 1.
I've been doing that all day.
Nigerians that keep celebrating politicians that articulate from party one to another. And are being seen as celebrities and rewarded with automatic tickets. Now only them waka come.
That's a good point.
Who did this?
That's a good point.
No, it's true. Did this to
there
us.
should be real democracy. Not giving people automatic tickets.
No,
nothing. Go for primaries. Nonsense. Next.
Correct one.
What was the next one?
And then second part of the diagnosis.
Yeah, question. Yeah.
I get your bread. She don't get 2 stars. It's like people don't patronize her like tomato juice.
Why?
If nobody likes, I'll consider.
My friend, Mohammed. No, listen. The people that are toasting her are bishops.
Hey,
it's not the level that all these small boys in Rome.
We will not hear one.
In Hungary or those in Chicago. No. Bishops. That level. That level.
And we're receiving application, so you can send it to
you can talk to me in private. You know what I mean? I give you my private email. That's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to drdamages@gmail.com and follow us on Twitter @drdamages and on Instagram
@drdamages.
And here's my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book My Dance, Your Chance by Debbie Allen, and it says the distance between your dreams and your reality is discipline.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
If you can't get from your dream to the reality, you're not disciplined. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
Doctor, what do you see about the godfatherism going on in Lagos?
No, that's a serious issue. You know what I mean? I had that there were money issues that didn't go well. Yeah.
Are you a godfather to
anybody?
No, these people are more powerful. They are more powerful than me. No, the nurses, they are all more powerful than me.
Oh, not tomato juice.
Tomato juice is godfather.
Not play tomato juice.
No, I can't. I'm not like a godfather. You should have a private jet before you're a godfather. Sure, but you know how they all end up, all the Godfathers?
Yes.
With wheelchair like that.
All of them,